I previously mentioned model and layout tabs when we were looking at the status bar. Now, down on the status bar at the bottom of the screen, you've got the model button that I mentioned, but here you've got the model tab button and you've also got the layout button, which takes us into that other view as we discussed previously. So if I click on this button here, that goes back to model. Now, there is another way of displaying model and layout in AutoCAD. Some people use it, some people don't. If you right-click on this model button here, you can display the layout and model tabs. If I click on that now, you'll see now that we have some tabs here at the bottom of the drawing area. They do the same thing. If I click on layout there, if I click on model there, you can see I can toggle between the two. The nice thing about these tabs though is if I right-click on them, they have a shortcut menu. I can hide them again. As you can see, if I click hide layout and model tabs, they go again. I have to go and click here on the model button and display the layout and model tabs again. But if I right click on the layout 1 tab, for example, I can go into things like drafting standard setup. I can activate a previous layout. I can move or copy. I can rename and so on. If I actually make that layout 1 current, I'll just hit escape there to lose the right hand menu and click on layout 1 tab. If I right click on it now and go into page setup manager, I can actually start setting up page setups for those particular layout tabs. I'll just close that because we're not going to do that right now. If I right click on the model tab, notice I've got the same options, but the model tab has to be current. Right click, and I can set a page setup for the model tab as well if I wish. Sometimes you do that for the model tab, sometimes you don't. Normally what you would do is plot from the layout tab. So you make your layout current, right click and go to plot here. That opens up the plot dialog box, and then using a page setup here that you've set up, which we haven't done so yet, you would then plot your drawing. You can obviously use these tabs if you want to. I personally, as an instructor and a user, prefer them. I like to have them there so that I can see what I'm doing, plus I can use the right-hand shortcut menu to work with them whenever I want to. It's entirely up to you, but for the purposes of this course, they will be switched on.